Some careers begin with a carefully planned destination. Others take an unexpected turn and eventually become something completely different. Gina Gerson's story belongs to the second category. Born in Russia in 1991, she pursued higher education before entering the entertainment world and eventually developing a career that would take her from webcam work to international professional opportunities. Her own biography also describes a later shift toward managing her career and business affairs independently. But behind the recognizable stage name is a much broader story about independence, reinvention, personal branding, and building a career in the digital age. So who is Gina Gerson? What was her life like before recognition? How did her career evolve, and what can actually be established about her lifestyle and finances in 2026? Let's take a closer look. Gina Gerson is a Russian-born entertainer and online personality whose professional career began in the early 2010s. IMDb lists her as an actress and records hundreds of professional credits accumulated over the years. Her professional identity became internationally recognizable, while much of her private life remained outside the public spotlight. Today, her story is best understood not simply through individual appearances, but through the evolution of her career and personal brand. Before entering entertainment, Gerson's own biography describes a very different path. She says she was born in Prokopyevsk, Siberia, graduated with high honors, and moved to Tomsk to attend university, where she studied international languages with a focus on French. During those years, she also worked several part-time jobs, including tutoring, sales, cleaning, and distributing flyers. She describes those experiences as important steps toward financial independence. Education played an important role in Gerson's early life. Her personal biography says she originally envisioned a future connected to languages, potentially as a teacher or interpreter. That path demonstrates that her early ambitions were not necessarily connected to entertainment. This makes her later career change particularly significant. It wasn't simply a continuation of her original plan, but a major redirection. According to her own biography, Gerson's professional entertainment journey began around 2010 with webcam work. She says she later transitioned into feature modeling and moved first to St. Petersburg and subsequently to Budapest. That transition introduced her to a much larger international entertainment environment. For someone starting from a relatively conventional educational background, it represented a dramatic change in professional direction. Recognition in the digital entertainment era rarely comes from one single moment. Instead, it develops through repeated professional appearances, audience exposure, recognizable branding, and continued activity. IMDb's database now contains hundreds of credits under Gerson's name, illustrating the scale and longevity of her recorded professional career. One of the clearest milestones was her move from early webcam work into professional modeling and entertainment. Another important stage came as her career expanded internationally, particularly after moving to Budapest. Later, her credits appeared across numerous productions and entertainment databases, creating a professional record that extended across more than a decade. Career changes are often gradual rather than dramatic. For Gerson, the transition from university life to online work was an early turning point. Moving from webcam work into professional productions was another. Perhaps the most significant transformation came when she began emphasizing independence and business management, which she says began in earnest in 2015. Gerson's career can be viewed as a series of stages. First came education and part-time employment, then came online work, professional modeling, international relocation, and eventually a more independent approach to managing her career. That evolution demonstrates an important characteristic of modern careers. Professional identities can change dramatically over time. Lifestyle is one of the most searched topics surrounding public personalities, but social media only shows part of someone's reality. Gerson has spent much of her professional life in an international environment, with Budapest becoming an important location in her career story. However, claims about specific luxury possessions, homes, vehicles, vacations, or private spending should not be presented as facts unless independently verified. The reality behind an established digital career involves considerably more than what audiences see. A professional creator may have to manage schedules, communication, production planning, travel, social media, business relationships, and administrative responsibilities. Gerson's own account that she eventually took greater control of her business affairs suggests that the business side of her career became an increasingly important part of her professional life.
There is no publicly verified financial statement revealing exactly how much Gerson earns in 2026. For an established digital entertainer, potential revenue can come from professional appearances, digital platforms, licensing, partnerships, subscriptions, and personal business activities. However, without verified financial records, it would be misleading to assign precise percentages or earnings to any particular source. This is where viewers should be particularly careful. There is no independently verified public figure establishing Gina Gerson's exact net worth in 2026. Online websites may publish estimates, but estimates are not the same as financial statements. A responsible documentary should therefore describe her net worth as unknown or unverified, rather than presenting a speculative number as fact. The available public record confirms a long-running professional career, but it doesn't provide enough reliable financial information to calculate her current wealth. Her career longevity, international work, and extensive professional credits demonstrate that she has maintained a substantial presence within her field. But career longevity alone cannot tell us someone's actual net worth. Long-running internet personalities often remain searchable because their professional work continues to circulate across databases, social platforms, and online communities. Gerson has a particularly extensive archive of professional credits, including entries extending into 2025. That long digital footprint helps explain why her name continues to appear in online searches years after her career began.
Public image is an important part of any modern entertainment career. A recognizable stage name allows audiences to identify a professional persona without necessarily knowing every detail about the individual behind it. Over time, that identity can become a brand in its own right. Gerson's long-running use of her professional name demonstrates how consistency can help maintain recognition across a changing digital landscape. Perhaps one of the most interesting parts of her story is her emphasis on professional independence. In her own biography, Gerson states that from August 2015, she began taking full control of her career, business affairs, and personal ventures. That shift represents more than a career decision. It reflects a broader movement toward creators becoming managers of their own brands. One lesser-known aspect of her story is her academic background. Before entertainment became her profession, she was studying languages and considering a career as a teacher or interpreter. She also worked multiple jobs while studying. That part of the story is important because it shows that the public persona people recognize today represents only one chapter of a much longer life. Gerson's career also illustrates how international the modern entertainment industry has become. Her biography describes a path from Siberia to university life, then St. Petersburg, and eventually Budapest. Moving between cities and countries required adaptability, independence, and the ability to build professional relationships in new environments. More than a decade of professional credits creates a substantial digital footprint. IMDb currently lists hundreds of acting credits and additional appearances under her professional identity. Regardless of how viewers interpret her career, its longevity demonstrates an ability to remain professionally relevant in a rapidly changing digital industry. Gina Gerson's story is ultimately a story of change. A young woman who studied languages and worked part-time jobs eventually chose an entirely different professional direction. That decision took her from online work to international recognition, from early opportunities to a long-running career, and eventually toward greater control over her own business affairs. Her story also demonstrates something larger about modern careers. The internet has made it possible for individuals to build professional identities that cross borders and survive changes in technology. And perhaps the most interesting part of Gina Gerson's journey isn't simply how famous she became. It's how dramatically her professional path changed from where it began. And that's the untold story of Gina Gerson, a journey shaped by education, independence, international opportunities, career reinvention, and the changing nature of digital entertainment. If you enjoyed this clean, documentary-style biography, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more stories about fascinating personalities and their journeys. And remember, every public name has a story behind it. And sometimes the most interesting chapter is the one that happened before the world was watching. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.